Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. If you want to add healthy, disease-free years to your life, you can. And you can start right now, regardless of your age. That's according to a study published in the journal Circulation. Here's the recipe. You have a healthy body mass index, eat a healthy diet, don't smoke, don't drink too much, and exercise regularly. No surprise there, right? But here is the cool part. With all of that, you can add up to 14 healthy, disease-free years to your life. And that's because it's directly correlated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer. And it works, according to the study, even if you change your habits at 50 years old. Tonight, we are talking about the exercise part of that. We know it's good for you, so let's explore. We have joining us now Adam Wright. He is a personal trainer and health coach. Adam, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to talk about the exercise part of it. We have talked a few times before, and you have told me the body is meant to move. What do you mean by that exactly? What type of movement? How much movement?
We have all these joints and muscles and bones that bend all different ways, so we're supposed to use those, right? In fact, ancestrally speaking, we walked a lot, sprinted to get food to prevent from becoming food, climbing, digging, lifting, pulling. So we've evolved or lived up until this point in time doing all those things. And so our bodies are built to do those things. And if we don't do those things, we'll de-evolve, if you will, start losing the ability to do them.
Back in the day, we used to have jobs where we were more active. Yeah. And today, we are less and less active in our jobs. How do we then find the alternative? How then we find other ways to find movement? Is it by lifting weights? Is that the only way? You mentioned swimming. What is right for one person? How do we find the thing that's right for us?
Well, with exercise, the best type of exercise is the one that you will do and do regularly. So whatever you like to do, right? And the best type of movement is just some sort of movement, whatever that is for you. Walking, I think, is a universal movement that's, we're all made to walk. We can walk, so we should get up and walk more. If you work at a desk a lot, stand up and walk around a little bit. Take those frequent mini breaks to do that. So, and there's an anti-desk maneuver thing that you can do. Just put your hands out in front of you, pull your arms back like this, and bring your elbows down into your butt pockets, and twist your pinkies out, and really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold it for about 5 seconds or so, and then relax, and then go back to the computer again. Doing that off and on. It works and relaxes the upper body muscles in the shoulders and back.
So you just do that every 5-10 minutes, however?
Whatever you feel like you need to do, yeah, honestly, but I'd say at least once an hour at least if you work at a desk, for sure.
Sounds good. Yeah. Now, with exercising, is that only good for losing weight or building muscle? What are some of the other health benefits as opposed to, you know, someone says, I don't want to go to the gym, or I don't want to exercise because I don't want to lose weight, I don't want to build too much muscle. What are the other health benefits in addition to that?
Yeah, well, one big one is the release of dopamine and the feel-good hormones. Exercise helps you to feel good, so simply to feel good would be a simple enough reason to do it, right? Also, with a lot of people, it's helping their bones to be nice and strong and solid, especially as you get older. If you are walking around and you trip and fall and you break a hip, that's, you know, not a good sign for lots of things for the remaining years that you have. But if you are strong because of exercise, so your muscles will help prevent you from falling. If you do fall, your bones are now stronger from that resistance training that you put them under, so they're less likely to break, and then you can recover faster. So just from that reason of balance and recovering from injury alone is another good reason to exercise, not just for weight loss, like you said.
I'm glad you mentioned injury, because if someone already has an injury, hip or knee issues, anything like that, or for someone who is older and may need to build those stronger muscles to avoid a fall or recover more quickly if they do fall, what do you recommend for someone who is in that situation, who may already have some type of condition or who may be older, if they're looking for something to do to start moving and start exercising?
Well, first of all, check with their doctor to make sure that they're able to, and what recommendations or limitations that their doctor says that they have. Oftentimes I'll suggest they see a physical therapist first as well to get some tests done, and then I will look at their report from the doctor or the physical therapist and go off of what they say they can or can't do or should or shouldn't do. And then I would develop an exercise program for them to follow at the fitness center or at home. But any kind of full body movement, or even just those simple machines where you just sit down and adjust a pin and do something, that's better than nothing. And so a lot of people will do those in fitness centers because those pieces of equipment are pretty ubiquitous in most fitness centers.
And is this something we should be doing every day, moving every day?
Moving every day, whether it's serious hard exercise or not, that depends on you. I would suggest you want to lift heavy things 2 to 3 times a day, or excuse me, 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, and cardio, which I would say walking. You want to pick a heart rate of 180 minus your age, and don't go over that to stay in fat burning potential, right? Unless you're training for a fast race, then you've got to go faster. And you would want to do that 2 to 3 times a week as well, and then make sure you're getting enough rest so that you recover from the exercise-induced trauma that you put in your body.
Let's talk about rest.
Okay.
Then how many days do you need to rest? And if you were doing, for example, a full body workout today, you obviously won't be doing that every day, maybe 3 times a week. How much time in between each your workout days do you need to rest?
It depends on the individual, and it depends on the intensity of the workout. So typically, I will start somebody, if they want to do full body, I will start with 2 or 3 times a week, and we'll do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'll have it be not too intense as their body gets used to it. If they already have a decent base with exercise and they want to go really heavy, then what we'll do is we'll do twice a week, and we'll do those really heavy, intense exercises so that they have 2 days off in between each day to properly recover.
Now, finally, how do you keep motivated, and how do you make it a habit if it's not a habit for someone to exercise every day or every other day?
That's different for everybody, but understanding the benefits can help people to do more or to continue doing it. When they start seeing the results, that's very motivating more than anything. I've got a client who just recently sent me a text saying, hey, this is what somebody told me today when they saw me, that I look like I've lost weight and I'm looking better and more fit. And that's way better than what the scale says.
Yeah.
Right? That's something that helps to motivate you to continue, because you yourself don't always see it, because you see yourself every day. But those that don't see you every day, they will notice the changes more quickly than you will.
All right, Adam Wright, thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.